I prepared this statement for everybody just for y'all can really get to know me. So I should be talking about that psychopath, but instead I have been left with no choice but to claim my innocence to this bogus charge, in which I was told I can't witness the monster who murdered my princess' last breath. Before I get into proving, despite that poor decision I regretfully made, that I am, was, did, and still is a great, loving, nurturing, protecting father who shouldn't be going through this extra turmoil. I would like to introduce who I really am as a person. I grew up with two loving parents in which they played a vital role in molding who I am to this day. With that being said, knowing the importance of a two-parent household, I also know the effects of not having two. Not to mention, I also attended early childhood education classes where I as well learned the importance of two-parent household. Now, 2016, I moved to Alabama just with my 5-year-old daughter Nyla Ann in hopes of providing a stronger and definitely a safer upbringing for her and soon November 23rd, Kamari to come. Within 1 year, I found employment, purchased a vehicle, and eventually my own residence to support my kids. I have so many stories where I went out my way to keep my girls safe just due to I'm new to the area and didn't know who I can really trust as of yet with my precious blessings. Fast forward 2020. It was a tough year for everyone, which many, if not most, had to make great sacrifices and life-changing decisions. I still managed to care for Kamari and little Corey. I hardly ever let them out of my sight, but yes, not for my own desires or even the wishes of that momster. I let my kids see her from time to time because my kids, just like all in regards to both their parents, were crazy about that woman. And like I stated before, I wanted the closest thing possible to a proper childhood for mine. And not to put that monster on a pedestal, but I always thought she loved my kids and would never let anyone harm them. And I want to iterate again that I never knew she was doing hard drugs. Enough about her. I want y'all to know the real me and how even before having kids, I had nieces and nephews who look up to me as a parent and guardian. I have a bonus daughter, 11 years old, Chloe, who for the last 4 years had looked at me as a daddy, and she called me Twinkie because of the role I played in her life. And that bond formed merely because she was so touched by what happened to my princess, and she was wanting a father-daughter bond in which Kamari and I had. My youngest daughter, Karina, all the way in North Dakota, being spoiled by me. I could go on and on. I'll just leave it at that. I'm not deserving of this charge. My son doesn't deserve being group home. He needs to be home with me, free of all charges, carrying on the memory of Kamari while helping the community youth together. Think about it. I haven't ducked any time from these charges. In plain sight, I was at my daughter's funeral, all her birthday celebrations, for the community, the rallies I attended for our youth, the news interviews. I was front and center because I knew my innocence and my conscience is clean, knowing I love my kids with all my heart and would never knowingly put any one of them in harm's way. I'm going to end it with, I pray the jury see my heart isn't capable of endangering any child, let alone my very own, and I get my son back and continue to be the best father I could be for Alexis, Nyla, and Chloe, Karina, little Corey. Daddy love you, bulldog.
Yes, sir.
Sorry that was long.
No, that was great. Like, that's why I'm here. So very well said. The end of this week, to know that you, I don't know if you had plans to be there or if the...
I did, and this is so hurtful because if anybody deserved to be there, it should be me. Like,
Yes, sir.
ever
What's
since,
taken away from you not getting to be there?
for one, closure, like, just to see me to tell him how much he hurt me and everything, and also to, not to sound like bad, but to see that hurt in return, he received it because he deserved it. And I deserve to be there. That nobody gonna be in that room love the Kamari more than me.
Yes, sir.
And that's just a fact. So
And like you mentioned, you said, not to give, put the spotlight on you, and the spotlight, like the bad spotlight needs to be on Jeremy Williams. But let's talk about Kamari. And I've talked with you about Kamari many times, but just this week, what are things that you want people to forever remember about Kamari?
how she always wanted people to be happy. She did any and everything, whether it's trying to make you laugh or just her cute little voice talking to you, asking how you are. She was always caring and concerned about other people's feelings. And I don't want nobody ever to forget that.
Yes, sir. And I know a lot of people might have questions about, why we even shared something about that. I think, our news was that it's probably the reason why you won't be there this week. So, and that's 4 years ago. But when you think of 4 years passing by, nothing about the charge, but just what was Kamari robbed of that you see other children, even your own, having the chance to do?
Well, I was just bragging to somebody how even with Nyla Ann, I always wanted them because they were so beautiful and they personality charm was amazing. I wanted them to catch a country accent and be a country singer. But for sure with Kamari, just how she loved it, like being on videos and everything, I felt like she wanted to be somebody famous that folks could witness on TV.
Yes, sir.
But if anything, they robbed her just showing more love to the world because she had a lot more to give.
Yes, sir. If you take a look behind you, I know you know it's there, but tell me what it means to have only pictures and videos to remember her by. Tell me why you have this up and what you want people to know. Who's even in the picture with you?
Okay, so when I have stuff like all through my house, everything, 'cause it's just hard living without her. So this is the closest thing I have, because every time I pull up, I'm probably saying something to her, talking to her. Neighbors probably what's wrong with him. But anyhow, that my youngest daughter, Karina, she stay in North Dakota. That's why I'm
That's
talking
your
about
twin.
North Dakota. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
She loved the Kamari as well.
Just what weight does the 13th hold? What is it? I know you won't get the closure to be there, but we'll have that full coverage. What is it what part of the closure does it give you? I know you won't be there, but to make it this far, and when you think of him trying to rush the process, what are your thoughts about that?
Honestly, I never really gave him thought and everything, because he don't deserve life. So this is just well overdue, and honestly, it won't make it no better, because like I said, it's really never about it. It's about what he took. And it was Kamari. I care less about him. I didn't know him before then, and I care less about him now. Like, okay, he gone, that's good for the world, they rid of that evil, but I don't give him much though.
Yes, sir. And you say momster, and I like that you explained, you never knew of anything, but you saying, what do you just think of simple?
Proper words that'll fit them, and he a monster and she a monster. Psychopath, both of them. Like, nothing I have nice to say about them, because what they did is unthinkable.
Yes, sir. Anything that I missed that you just like to add about, I know Kamari won't be back, but how you keep her name alive, or what you hope to receive this week?
Man, like I said, I don't know if I hope to receive a call or letter from DOC saying, they taking everything in consideration and they allow me there, because I deserve to be there. And also, I got a big surprise for Kamari's birthday this year, something I ain't did at none of the other parties.
Yes, sir. And that's
So the
November
kids,
23rd?
November 23rd. Kids gonna love that one.
Yes, sir. That will be Kamari's 9th or 8th birthday?
10th.
10th, wow.
She'll be 10 this year.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Is there anything that I missed that you want to add, reiterate a message to the community? Before you even answer that, what is it that while it's not the highlight of my story, but when is your court date or anything? I know it's 600 cases.
And that's another thing, because I even asked to do a speedy, but they not able to do that. But it just keep getting prolonged, and I'm ready to get this over with, because I have every reason to believe I'm going to beat it. So, and I just, like I said, I want to get on to get my son back, because I can only imagine what he's going through. Like, her getting taken from family, now getting put with strangers, on top of, he lost his brother. his sister and his
Sister.
daddy at the same time. So
Yes, sir. Is and the reason why you can't, does that charge hold why you can't be there?
pretty much, yes,
Wow.
that's what they told me.
Yes, sir.
Isn't right.
You explained how you feel. Is there anything else that you'd like to add about, that charge being in the way from you receiving that closure? I know we'll have the coverage, but, not physically being there.
Like I said, one, if you think about it, like all the stuff I done did just in these short little 4 years as far as being a pillar to the community, something like this was only going to come get in my way in further futures, because I want to do bigger and better things, start foundations, everything, help the youth and whatnot. So I said I'm not accepting that charge.
Yes,
like I
sir.
said, one, I feel like it's a slap in my face to the love I had for my baby. It's just not nothing I'm going to deal with.
Yes, sir. Anything that you'd like to say to Kamari, anyone else, anyone that's watching that needs, other people, no one's hurting as much as you are, but it tugs a lot of hearts. Any message to anyone?
Well, I appreciate and love all the love and prayer and the concern that everybody been giving me, especially, the last couple of days. And just continue to love your family and kids, and remember, with power in numbers.
Yes, sir. Tell me about your jersey.
Oh, I had this made. It says Kamari Daddy. It got 11 on the front. That's her birthday month. And then 23 on the back. That's her day. Then it also has her picture.
Yes, sir.